Welcome to class for the first semester of this session. Today we are going to look at the course Principles of Agricultural Economics, AEE 201. Agricultural economics is a basic discipline in the Faculty of Agriculture with which all students, irrespective of their main disciplines, must undertake. The principal objective of agricultural economic course is to expose students to the basic principles of economics and related disciplines of agricultural production, resource use, agricultural extension, agricultural and rural development, marketing, agricultural business and management, agricultural finance, and policy analysis. This course will be handled by three lecturers, Professor Sand Chidebelo, Dr. Christiana Gonna-Iberu, and Mr. Mark Omonna Amadi. Today's lecture on Unit 1 will be looking at economics and economic problems. To deal with this topic, we will look at the definition of economics, the concepts of economics, economic problem, conclusion, and summary. I advise that students participate actively both in class, assignment, and quiz. Thank you. Unit 1 of our course is on economics and economic problems. Learning outcomes. At the end of this unit, students will be able to define economics, understand the basic concepts of economics, and identify central economic problems. Definition of economics. There are different definitions of economics, but the following can serve for this course. Economics can be defined as a social science which studies human behavior as it makes decisions on the optimum use of scarce resources to satisfy its need. It can also be defined as the study of those activities of human beings which are concerned with the satisfaction of unlimited wants by utilizing limited resources. Economics is derived from the Greek word oikonomia, which can be divided into two, as oikos, meaning house, and nomos, meaning management. Thus, the original definition of economics was household management with limited resources. Economics is the science of human behavior, which is concerned with the allocation of scarce means or resources. Concepts of economics. In the real world of human existence, what we want are many and are insatiable. Everyone desires to have every good thing, irrespective of the fact that the resources needed to fulfill these numerous wants are not always available. Scarce resources. It is not possible to satisfy all wants because the means of satisfying them are limited or scarce. In other words, the available resources have alternative uses. They cannot satisfy all the alternative uses. They can only satisfy a limited number of uses, hence they are regarded as scarce. Scale of preference. Because human wants are unlimited and the means of satisfying them are limited, he has to draw a scale of preference by arranging his wants in order of priority and importance. In doing this, the most important ones are listed on the top of the table of preference, while the least important ones are found on the lower part of the table. Choice making. Since human beings draws scale of preference, it means that they have to make choice. And human wants are unlimited, and the means of satisfying them are limited. He makes a choice of the topmost item in his scale of preference to satisfy his most or very important wants. Because of there is opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the real cost of the one chosen on the scale of preference. The alternative ones forgone. That is the next important item on the scale of preference that was not chosen due to scarcity of resources. As man makes choice among alternative wants, he is faced with foregoing some wants in order to have another. Central problems of economics. The central problem of economics is on scarcity of resources and choices among alternative uses. The resources or inputs available to produce goods and services are limited or scarce. This scarcity induces people to make choices among alternatives, and the knowledge of economics is used to compare the alternative for choosing the best among them. For example, a farmer can plant rice, cucumber, beans, or even vegetable in his land, but he has to choose a crop combination depending upon the availability of a fund. Central problem of economy can be pictorially shown in figure 1. As you can see, we have unlimited uses of resources and we have limited resources, and not that the resources are limited, but they are unevenly distributed. In conclusion, in this unit you have been introduced to the basic definitions and concepts of economics, and also how to know that a problem is an economic problem. Summary. This unit, economics, is the study of how scarce resources are allocated for optimal production of goods and services to satisfy man's wants. The central problem of economics is scarcity of resources and choices among alternative uses. In our next class, we will discuss the meaning of agricultural economics. Thank you for listening.